Hello, I'll wait just a second. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm standing on the side of the road. Hi, Deb. I'm standing in my happy place on the side of the road. I might need to walk over closer to where I'm not right by the road. I'm at my happy place, my history nerd place. Ah. Hi, Emily. Lancaster Lauren, what's your first name? I'm gonna move away from where I was because it's like afternoon bus time, and I think there's a bunch of buses coming by right now. Joanne, hi Joanne, I am Andrea. Yay, look, it's working. It really is my birthday. Let me sit on, we all know I'm not gonna go sit on the picnic tables over there that are right by a restored slave cabin. So I'll sit right here and protect our history smoke-free like this. Hello, I am Andrea Reynolds. I am a 5th grade teacher in Metro Atlanta, Georgia, and that is really close. Thank you. Oh my gosh, my curls are I am not very happy with Mother Nature today because the weather is horrendous. I woke up and it was pouring rain, and I am doing a 24-hour junk food binge. Not really a binge, but I'm taking a break from eating healthy for 24 hours because it's my birthday and I don't want to have to just eat protein bars. But I'm not going too crazy because I will be sick. I did eat regular Chick-fil-A last night instead of grilled chicken, and I did get an Otis Spunkmeyer muffin this morning, and I feel like I'm doing something bad, but I don't care. It's for 24 hours. It's over tomorrow. But anyways, hope everyone had a good week. I decided this week that I finally, like, after sweating it out about what I was going to do next year, because I knew I was not going to be in the regular classroom and I didn't know what to put on that form, I finally decided that I went and talked to my principal, and I was like, I need to be in a different position. I was like, I have reached my maximum, thank you, I've reached my maximum capacity with being in the regular classroom. I've reached my expiration date. I said, it's not that I don't love teaching. It's not that I don't love working with the kids. I said, I feel like I didn't tell her about all this online stuff, but I mean, she knows I have a blog because I sent out a Constitution Day post to the whole school back in September. But I told her, I was like, I feel like I need a position where I can, you know, be more creative. I said that we're getting more data driven, and I said that's just like crushing my soul, and I don't want to be a person that tears kids down to tell them they're not good enough because their test scores are not good. I want to be someone that, I can't stand my curls, sorry, that builds kids up. And so I'm really passionate about teaching ESOL, working with ESOL kids. I'm passionate about teaching social studies. I'm really enjoying doing the gift endorsement because I'm learning some creative strategies, and I was like, I didn't know what to put on my paper. I didn't want to say, if I don't do this, then like I'm leaving. And I mean, I didn't want it to come off like an ultimatum, but I mean, she was really understanding, and she told me she was, and I knew there would not be any openings for ESOL at my school. And so basically, long story short, I'm probably gonna end up transferring to another school, because like I would love to just focus 100% of my time on Teachers Pay Teachers and blogging, but that's not realistic because people gotta have benefits, health benefits. So I just told her, I mean, there are rumors in Georgia with the whole, I don't think it passed, but the whole like testing, pay for performance nonsense. And I'm like, I'm not gonna have my salary dependent upon a 10-year-old who may be in a bad mood that day and not try, or maybe having a problem at home. And you know, I'm not basing my salary and my livelihood, or I don't even know how it would work, but I just was like, I was like, I hate grading papers, I hate analyzing data, I don't like doing lesson plans. I was like, I wish social studies instructional coach was a possibility, but that's not. So, and everyone was like, you would really be good at teaching ESOL. And so, because I'm really passionate about it, and I speak up and I advocate for my ESOL kids, and nobody else does. But so I'm probably going to be transferring. So I feel like that's definitely a step in the right direction for being confident, because I was so nervous about turning that paper in, and you know, her not being understanding, but I knew she would be understanding, because she like wants people to be happy, which is awesome. It's just, and now I feel like now that I've done that and I finally made that decision, that I can have more freedom to do more creative things in my classroom. Like I did something really crazy today. I think it's crazy, but I'm just proud of myself. Like I said, I'm trying to find my bliss, and I think that, you know, transferring and just working with the ESOL kids, or teaching gifted, or if some crazy weird social studies position opens up, not in the regular classroom, because I don't want to be stuck dealing with Georgia milestones testing. And the thing is, like, we looked at their scores this week, and they were terrible. And that's because it was the first year of the test. And I had to sit there and give out their scores today and tell them, look, 2 of you in this class would have passed 4th grade last year. And I was just like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to break kids down. I want to build them up. And so what I'm trying to do is build my kids up and being confident. And my first class I have is my higher kids, because we've ability grouped them. And I'm going to walk back closer to the other end. I can walk and talk. But I have a lot of gifted learners in there, and they're not reaching their potential. And I told them today, I was like, the reason I'm taking the, and there's only 6 of them out of the 24. I was like, the reason I'm taking this gifted endorsement is because several of you probably could be gifted, but you don't qualify because you're English language learners. And I was like, and I want to learn strategies to help everyone, regardless of whether or not they are technically going to focus. And I was like, it has to do with if you're a creative thinker. I said, it doesn't mean you're smart or not. And so I love it. It's made such a big difference, and our math scores have gone up a lot. I just teach science and social studies. I'm sure I've said that a bazillion times, but I mean, when you have to differentiate like a one homeroom, going from like a gifted student to a like brand new English language learner, newcomer to America, is very, very hard. And especially like with math, they just seem like they're already behind. So that's just really, I've tried some different things with them. So this morning I was kind of talking about, you know, I've talked about my word with them, and I had them pick a word, and they put it on the bulletin board, and had them write about why they picked it. And then today I was like, you know, I haven't done that. I wish my teacher knew in a long time. And so I had them do that. I haven't even read them yet. And we got into a discussion about handling stress and a little perfectionist, because I was talking to the teacher, her homeroom teacher this morning. We have one little girl, she's a gifted learner, and she is extremely hard on herself. Like, if she makes a 99, she will correct the paper and turn it back in to try to make 100. And she has been so stressed out about the science fair project that was due today. And I was like, honey, if you follow the scientific method and you do a halfway good job, everyone's getting a good grade on it. So she has been so nervous. And so we talked about, and I've talked about this with them before, ways to cope with stress. Because I told them, I was like, I believe in all of you, and I want all of you to go to college and have good jobs. And one of the kids was like, thank you. And I was like, oh. So what we did, we talked about, I was like, okay, here's how I said I exercise, because that is something I said if I didn't, I would be crazy. And I have to get my stress out. And I said, so that's one way. I said, you can do yoga. And I showed them, some of the kids that aren't in my homeroom don't know as much about Go Noodle, because I usually do that first thing in the morning. So I showed them, it's on my Symbaloo on my course page. I showed them how to get to Go Noodle, and I showed them the calming section, the one that has like the test anxiety stuff, and the new, they put a lot of new yoga on there. And so I was like, you can do this. I said, you can even do it on your phone, because I've told them I've made my stepson do it on my phone before, just to calm down when he's been at our house. And we talked about other ways. I was like, I like to write. I was like, maybe you could write. And another kid was like, draw. And we talked about how maybe video games would not be something that would be good to take your mind off stress. Because I told them, I was like, something I like doing, I said I like getting on social media. And then I get on there, I'm like, oh, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, oh, this other Facebook group, email, texting. It's like, I can't calm my brain down and take my brain off stress. And one of them was like, how about a board game? I said, yes. I said, that's a wonderful idea. I said, or reading, or, you know, painting, finding your hobby. And I was like, you guys, you don't have these patterns in your brain. And we talked about how sometimes, and I asked them this, I was like, do you guys ever, like, does your brain ever start just talking to you and, it's telling you you can't do this and you just wanted to shut up? And oh yeah, that's a good one, puzzles. I wouldn't have thought of that because my brain is not wired to do puzzles. And I've talked a lot about the different like personality types, like with them, and I'm trying to help them, you know, focus on theirs and develop what's good about theirs. And I said, does anyone's brain ever do that? You just wish it would shut up? And I expected like one of them or two of them to raise their hand. Oh yeah, I do too. I have to detox from it, especially even Periscope. I'm like, okay, oh, I want to do that, I want to do that, I want to do that, but wait a minute, you know, that person seems like they're perfect, and it just stresses me out, and I just have to detox. So almost the whole class raised their hand. And I was like, you guys, I said, what happens to those grown-ups who don't find a healthy way to deal with their stress? And they were like, drugs, drinking. And I was like, or you know what? Sometimes people even start fights with people just to get their anger out. And I was like, I don't want that to be you. I was like, you are, you know, 10, 11. Let's go ahead and find a way now so that you have a healthy way to deal with stress. And I said, we want to encourage each other, because a lot of the kids in that class picked believe. And a lot of them wrote about how, especially my gifted learners, they wrote about how they don't believe in themselves, or they're really hard on themselves. And that is such a not a true trait, that doesn't make sense, but such a trait of gifted learners is their, you know, confidence is terrible sometimes because they can be perfectionists. And I know a lot of kids are like, oh, I wish everyone was like so-and-so, this student who is so hard on herself. But I'm like, she is too tightly wound. I mean, a 10-year-old should not be that stressed out. And so I just couldn't believe they all raised their hand. And so we talked about that, and I was like, let's find a way to encourage each other. And I was like, what can we do? I was like, are you guys all, I thought about making a Facebook group or something. And they were like, a lot of them, or they were talking about that kick thing. And I was like, I don't do that kick thing. I was like, my son does that. I don't even know what that is. But they weren't, none of them are on, Facebook is not a thing that kids do anymore, like 5th graders. And so what we ended up doing is, we made a class, just for this class, we made a class Instagram page today. And I am so excited, and they are so excited. And we talked about names for it, and they came up with the piece to be, what is it? Pass the piece to be unique squad. And because they were talking about, you know, being confident, and we couldn't fit like and be confident squad, but we talked about, I showed them my Island of Misfit Teachers sign I made, and I was like, I'm kind of a misfit teacher. I was like, a lot of other teachers, and I was like, I'm not saying teachers here, but they're boring. And one of the kids was like, yeah, you're creative. And I was like, yes. So I was like, it's okay. I was like, and we talked about what a nerd is. I was like, if being a nerd means that I have a good job and I have, you know, a family and I'm able to pretty much buy whatever I want within reason, if that makes me a nerd, I'm okay with that. And I was like, I know I'm a nerd. I'm a history nerd, and I'm fine with that. And I said, you know what? I said, when you get to middle school, especially the girls, a lot of girls start, like making themselves not be, I didn't say dumb themselves down, but you know, I can say that to y'all, like trying to not be smart because they want to fit in. And I was like, who cares? I was like, don't, you know, you need to be unique and to be smart. So I love that they picked unique. And so I gave them all the password to the page, and I said, don't tell. And I said, and what we want to do is, they wrote down their ideas on the paper that I haven't looked at yet, on the I Wish My Teacher Knew, and a lot of them had great ideas. One of them decided that he's going to do the profile picture, and another one is going to write the bio about what we're about. And I'm just like, I never thought I would do something like that with them, but I created it on my phone, and then I put it up on the screen, and all I did so far is I just posted the confident on there. And I told them, I was like, if somebody puts something inappropriate or something happens, I said, we're gonna have to delete it or make it private. But we want to, I said, they had so many good ideas. They're like, maybe we could get kids like that need help and we could help them. And I was like, you know what? I was like, all these kids that make a difference, I said, it all starts with one small idea. And so that was just like, I just didn't even want to change classes, because I was just so like, that class, I don't know, they just inspire me so much. And they just, that's the picture I posted on Teach Happy Friends of them doing the Reader's Theater the other day. We get so geeky with like World War I. We're just that class. I mean, we just talk about all the details and the geeky stuff. And it's just so fun and then I'm just so proud of them that they're 10 and 11 and they want to make a difference, and I want to capitalize on that now, and I just want to get them on the right track. And I'm just like, if I do nothing else, that's what I want to do. I just want them to know that I don't care what your test scores were on the Georgia milestones, because some of them had level 2s or whatever. I was like, you know what, last year's last year. We can't change those scores, because some of the other teachers, they sat the kids down and some of the male teachers on the grade level, they shamed the kids. They yelled at them and made them cry. And I was like, okay, first of all, it's my birthday. I'm not going to make anyone cry on my birthday about their test scores. But I did have a serious talk, and I was like, this, about them, which that's not what I wanted to do, but all the scores had to go home today. Because we just got them back from April. Yeah. Which is so fair, isn't it? That we're basing something on test scores that took 6 months to freaking grade. But like I said, you just have to, and you never know, like I said, you never know the difference you'll make with a kid, because I feel like I've really connected with one of my other kids, who's not in that class, who's ADHD, because through our common bond being the ADHD tribe, me printing out calendars for him, there was something so simple. I mean, all of us, especially those of us that are teacherpreneurs, we all have those, or even anybody that goes on TPT, there are thousands of freebie calendars. And I was like, why don't you check off your medicine on this calendar? And that has made such a world of difference to him, and he is so proud of having that. And I just feel like I'm trying to leave trails of, if I do have to transfer, like I said, I would love if an ESOL position opened up at the school, but I don't think it will. But I just feel like, I told her, I was like, when I'm all in and I'm fired up like this, and I don't want to be in a job that I'm okay with, but I'm just not passionate about. And I don't know, something through, reading Big Magic and through Periscope and all of the Teach Happy membership, and I just feel like I've been really empowered to find my bliss and not settle for not settle for not being in a job that's gonna make me happy. I mean, I told my principal, I was like, I don't know if I'm having an identity crisis, but I guess this is turning 40, is okay, it's time to figure out what you want to do with your life. And I said, I want to write a curriculum that modifies social studies for ESOL kids, for English language learners. That's what I want to do. I said, I love to write, and that's what I love to do. And so I just feel like I just want to leave, I want to leave a trail of tears or whatever. I want to leave a trail of empowered kids that have the confidence. If they're smart, don't get to middle school and dumb themselves down. And I'm also building up my other kids too that aren't doing as well, and I'm really proud of some of them who never do their work that turned in a science fair project today. I stayed late to finish grading those so that I didn't have to come back to it Tuesday. I also finished a bulletin board that I'd left half of a mess, started last week, so that was good. So like I said, just don't be afraid to just stop what you're doing. Forget about lesson plans. I don't even know what I guess causes World War I. I mean, we've done that, but I think that I wish my teacher knew is really telling, and I bet when I read them, I will learn some stuff that will probably be really helpful to me, and I'll probably come back on and talk about that another time, because my phone's about to die and it is rainy and gross out here. But thank you for watching, and thank you for listening to me just go on full on Andrea mode, and I did not lock my keys in the car today. They're in my pocket. So thank you for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Let me turn it around so it's not on my face. This is my this is the restored slave cabin. The other building where I was, it was a post office in the 1840s, and it also was used for sharecropping, and the Freedmen's Bureau, which I think is so cool. But anyways, thank you for watching. Have a great afternoon, and have a great 3-day weekend if you have the day off, and if you don't, then I hope you have a good weekend anyways.